In other news, Pastafarianism has spread through this country at an all-time high.
The awareness of teaching of creationism in public schools has been raised due to Pastafarianism.
Pastafarianism? Really? Worshipping a flying spaghetti monster? I mean, all he has is 2 meatball eyes and some noodly appendages. No.
Creationism should not be taught in public schools. That's why Pastafarianism has been created.
Don't try to dance around the point using your big words of creationism.
Thanks to Bobby Henderson's letter in 2005, he started this awareness of teaching creationism in public schools.
Since then, a lot of people have been taking it just way too far. There are even some people in like the Czech Republic and also right here in Texas where they have taken pictures when they've gotten their driver's license with a strainer actually on their head.
They wear those strainers on their head to show that they are proud of not teaching creationism in public schools. It is for a reason, actually. Well, at least I know what I am talking about.
I talk all the time, and I know exactly what I say.
You're stupid. That's all.
The only people who are going to worship Pastafarianism are these new, young, hip teenagers that think it's cool to have pirates as their divine beings and beer volcanoes with stripper factories in heaven. No, that's not how it is. No. And that concludes tonight's segment. Thank you, and stay classy, San Diego.
Hello, I am here today to talk to you about Pastafarianism. Thankfully, I have a book right here about it. Now let's see. Most religions began many, many years ago, but this one arose within just the last several years. So what is this religion? What is it about? Why the hell was that guy wearing a strainer on his head? Well, that was actually one of the many practices of the religion Pastafarianism. It all started in 2005 when Bobby Henderson wrote an open letter to the Kansas State Board of Education as a satirical protest to the decision to require the teaching of intelligent design as an alternative to biological evolution in public schools. In his letter, he announced his belief of the Pastafarian spaghetti monster as the creator of the universe, and how that was unjustifiable, making it being just as worthy as being taught in public schools as creationism.
Well, the Pastafarian supreme being is depicted as a heap of spaghetti appendages with 2 meatballs and a pair of eyes attached to the noodly body through a pair of stalks. He's the flying spaghetti monster, and he is the creator of the universe. He became bored one day, so he separated the waters from the Once he got bored of that, he created land. He made patches of land that divided the waters, and from it sprung beer volcanoes. He spent the next 3 days creating the heaven, the stripper factory in heaven, the earth, the midget called man, and the rest of the universe, for it was so large, he got so tired, and declared Friday a holiday.
Some people see Pastafarianism as an insult to religion, when really it is just to raise awareness of teaching creationism in public schools.
The awareness has evolved into somewhat of a cult in these recent years. Sadly, people often forget that it's just for awareness. People have taken it too far, so far that they use it to bash on creationism. So far that London South Bank University has banned the image of the flying spaghetti monster for it being seen as religiously offensive.
It's a shame that it's gone this far, but it still raises awareness of religion in schools, which was its purpose.
Hi, we're here with Nick Brown, here to talk to you about Pastafarianism. So, what is your position on Pastafarianism, Nick?
I don't like Pastafarianism.
Why are you against this religion?
I think it's silly.
So, why does it make you feel that way? Do you feel it is offensive towards your own religion?
I think it intends to be. I think it doesn't really deserve our attention, and it's just kind of a joke religion about a religion. I think it's kind of stupid. It's not a very accepting philosophy. That's about it.
Do you believe it'll become more mainstream in the future, or do you think it's
Gonna die down. Probably gonna die down.
All right, well, thank you so much. So, what is your position on Pastafarianism?
You know, Pastafarianism, it's a way of life. You know, it's kind of like asking how you feel about gravity. It's like asking a fish how it feels swimming around the water. You know, it's something that permeates so deeply in all aspects of your life that I just can't imagine life without it. You know, this belief system and the flying spaghetti monster, praise him, and I feel strongly good about it.
That's really interesting. When did you hear about this religion for the first time?
Wow, I was at this spaghetti dinner in 2007. My cousin, her group of friends was throwing it or whatever. It was benefiting some children who had leukemia, I think. And anyways, there was this old man there, and I noticed he was smiling a lot to himself, and he was kind of unkempt and had like a dirty suit on. But anyways, I went to go to the restroom, and he was there in the hallway holding a plate of spaghetti, you know, spaghetti meatballs. And he wasn't just holding it though; he was like putting it on a pedestal in front of him, and I could tell he was saying a prayer in some sort of like hush tone. You know, he was kind of in the corner, he was trying to keep to himself. Anyways, that's what he's talking about, because I didn't see that as an immediate red flag. And then thank goodness I did, because he told me about he just said this one word, and it was all I could get out of him. He said FSM. So I went home and Googled that, and taught myself about this religion through the internet.
And that really happened? Wow.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
no lying.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
life.
why do you believe in Pastafarianism?
I think that believing in any religion that at first may seem a little off or funny is if anything a good mental exercise. You get to have the experience of changing your beliefs, your life views entirely based on whim. And I think Pastafarianism is a great way to remind yourself that you can have faith in something even if it makes absolutely no sense.
So yeah, that news last night.
Why is there a noodle tree?
We'll put noodles on here.
What?
You wanna try one?
Dude.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't know,
Let's
it's
do
kind
it.
of weird.
Go.
Ew.
Yeah, that tasted horrible.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, dude.
Did you see that?
Is that a flying spaghetti monster?
Dude,
What?
Dude, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Hello, and welcome to Dripping News. Tonight I have two very special individuals here that claim they saw the flying spaghetti monster. Let's tune in. Hi.
Hey.
This is Iris Asmussen and Philip Orr, and they are the witnesses of the
Hi,
flying
Mom.
spaghetti monster. So, how did it happen? What'd you see? Where were you? Give me details.
Well, we were on the way to my house. We were going to study for a big calculus exam.
Yeah.
I was really prepared for it, but all of a sudden we came across this noodle tree. I've never seen anything like it. Very strange.
No, it was extremely strange. Like only in this one part where there are a bunch of noodles, and we couldn't understand why noodles were growing in that one part of the tree. So
I don't know if it was like some kind of joke, but so we took a bite of a noodle because
I got the impulse to take a bite of the noodle, and I was like, come on, let's go. I didn't want to be the only one eating a noodle, so.
Understandable.
I mean, it's not every day you come across a noodle tree, so we figured we'd just take a chance and try it out. And after we did that,
it was just like this experience, okay? Like me and her were both looking at each other and we're like, whoa, what's going on? This doesn't feel right. And then we looked over towards the clouds and we saw this big explosion of colors and light. And I don't know if he said anything to you, but to me it was this flying monster with these gigantic eyes and these noodly appendages.
Alright, so did he say anything to you guys?
well, he spoke of his religion, and it's known as Pastafarianism, of course. And he told us how he created it and how you get to his heaven. Well, his heaven consisted of beer volcanoes and stripper factories, which I thought was pretty interesting.
At least for me, he kind of, I've never really been the religious type. I've always believed in, sort of stuff, but, he really showed me the way to understanding Pastafarianism, and I had this sudden urge to wear a strainer. I don't know where it came from, but I immediately ran inside and put on a strainer, and it made me feel so much better.
So, how do you feel worshipping a flying spaghetti monster?
Well, at first it felt a little weird. It felt, a little ridiculous, but now that I've really thought about it, the flying spaghetti monster, just Pastafarianism in general, it gives me a sense of hope, because I never really got that from any other religion, because I've been struggling with my beliefs for a really long time now, and I just think the whole idea of Pastafarianism is just really wonderful, and it helps me a lot throughout my life day to day.
Well, I mean, for me personally, it gave me something to believe in, and I mean, the sense that I can, take off on Fridays, I've got, pirates as my supreme beings. It kind of feels cool, Heaven's got a beer volcano.
And why wouldn't you?
Why not?
So,
Why not?
are you only in it for the heaven?
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, the hell has stale beer. I mean, who wants to drink
And
stale beer?
strippers with STDs.
Ew, gross. That's nasty.
So what do you have to do to stay out of hell?
Well, I mean, I think that a lot of it is just like live your life. A lot of it is just, take advantage of the opportunities that
Eat
you
as
have.
much
and-
pasta as you can.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Pasta's a
main.
necessity.
main.
I dig spaghetti.
So,
All right. Well, that concludes our segment. Thank you for listening, and have a great Pastafarian day.